Oh look, there's another person coming to do Hildibrand. Seven hells, done in by a muzzle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Briarden. Once again, you failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. Gasp! 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You may call me Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. You quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are known as specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildine aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered a thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to those heights of celebrity. Miss Ceci, from gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Justice! 400 years ago, Uldan dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait. The histories say that it was Sylvie that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie! And you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You who should have died with your fellows, false arbiter! It was Ulda that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. Just one more thing to not like about Ulda. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Uldan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed sultan sworn would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalan. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you, and everyone in this rotten nation, will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice. A dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, only if they knew. But they will see soon enough. And they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Uldan vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened? By assembling 4 secret relics from Belladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sildi, for the Uldan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren that you were there when zombie powder rained down on Ulda. No, wait, you'll be dead. Preposterous! But first, my dear. You will not even have the pleasure of looking upon your last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all your rotten lies!
I think not, Miss Ceci.
Human shield.
Oh, right, that was zombie powder.
Hildibrand! You idiot! Just for once, could you not get in the way? Godbert Manderville! I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day!
Nothing personal. I knew it! That presence watching over us from the shadows! It was you, my dear wife!
I mean, you should have seen Godbert when he was running.
Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Greed. The time of our final confrontations is nigh.
Yes, he gets its own theme. There you have Popotos for brains, you overstuffed buffoon. My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, green or something, was it? Yes, ma'am. Hildy's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. Can I say, come on a bit strong at times? Yes. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-arse husband here. Look what that got me. You'll help out, won't you?
I should. Yes, yes, definitely.
Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him, he's green!
Yeah, I take offense to that.
Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse. And I know just a remedy, a phial of holy water. The ingredients are simple, a tatter of oversold rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Seems God at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him.
In the meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. Any luck, Miss Nashu is alive. Ouch! That's smart, ye cat! Hildy, you're looking none too hearty yourself!
No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf! Now are you gonna accompany Green here and make yourself useful? Do I have to introduce you to that wall?
Of course, my lady. Gilgamesh is at your service. Send God sundries with it. Come now, Green. There is work to be done. Oversoul rags, you say? I fear I've only got a single tattle left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless if you can offer me the same, no deal. God, you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice?
Well, look what we have here. If it isn't a warrior life from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet in the markets. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share.
My lady, you are far too kind.
Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Green here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast, Ultros, and cheating my way to fame and fortune. I'm a woman who pays her debts. Yay, everybody that we helped along the way is helping us back.
Thou take me if that wasn't Alvila the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to a trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I'd have a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her.
But you'll still take them.
A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Green? And with this, our task here is done. Now, let us find this traitor named Guest.
The blundering Manderville boy in his last legs and he needs something in mind to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gil for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be happier and wealthy man. Now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents.
Have you no shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep.
After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? And to know who they are, to see part 2. Mean, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? In any other time, maybe, but now, no. Heavens, the poor inspector! Oh, if it isn't the lapis made in the flesh! What say you bid farewell to breeding fops and scruffy adventures and share a dance with the cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Green with a bottle of twice distilled water that he seeks.
You know this man. Bah! If that is the price you would set, then so be it.
Take it, it's barely worth his weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella?
I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many! Clearly this realm would deeply mourn his loss.
Again, yeah. This is the second time he could die.
Quickly, Green! Let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him!
He really is. I trust the two of you wouldn't dare come back empty-handed. No, ma'am. Oversoul rags. Tattered cloth taken from the raiment of a powerful wraith. Twice distilled water. A second pass through an alemic has removed nearly all the impurities once contained in this water. Bloody brilliant! I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day! Now, stand back and let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Thaw, you bloody bugger! Guide my skillet! Aye, that should stop its spread. Now to the Hildy to flesh out what's left in his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Peril Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did. Green, word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sildine ruins. We must go there with all haste. You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in seven hells are you standing around for? The future of old Dar's at stake.
Green, my strength is yours as well, for Ulda, and for our friend Hildy.
You remind me of my husband, what with you having more muscles than sense. If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is the key to finding out the zombification. Let's see. I believe 20 crates or so should suffice.
I am a warrior, not an yes, my lady.
Well, that's, I guess that's, racial differences. Highlander and Midlanders. My character's Highlander.
I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear is simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Green. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Green and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. Alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You are a fine bird, and you've given me great comfort in my travels. But you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Green could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Egads, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. What? The crystals! Where have they gone?
Fancy meeting you here, old friend.
That voice! Could it be? My faithful companion! Why must you always make me wait so?
What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick mate digging around the Sylvie excavation site with her mind set on turning old Don to the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy's most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy dearest isn't gonna let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. We managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead. While your friends watch watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we consider physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with a traitor spur. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. You are our only hope, Green. Even in her single-minded race, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Green. Surely if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it's you! Ellie! Ellie! Green, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Oh, didn't know Enquiry changed designs. Maybe it's because of graphic, I don't know, art styles? Like, Gilgamesh is more recognizable than Enkidu, probably. Your sister Cece is already in custody. Surrender now, and I will see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. But then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Ceci and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as the old Dawn dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness! I'm sorry, Inspector. There's too many of them. Oops, I didn't read that last part. All the day's work for a man to a man, and now it's hammer time! This man is supposed to be a crafter. Actually, he's a goldsmith. You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that I even made it this far, and he's as good as 6 forms under.
Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, Underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril.
Oh, you need 91 levels in Goldsmith, but they keep raising it by 10 with every expansion. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out.
Thal's balls, is there no end to them? Not liking our chances. Greg, was it?
It's a shame to lose you, Green. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served at one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions! Yeah, he's been called Greg by Hildibrand so many times, he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll just go with Greg. When darkness falls and hope faces despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in a righteous glare. Buckle me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? That pose! No, those are not 4 warriors of light I see! They are the 4 gentlemen of light! Just so, my good man. Hildibrand, agent of Enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me?
Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell me you got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I ripped and cleaned from your bloody head.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Eleazar. Caw, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible! The holy water couldn't have cured him!
It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Zombierand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action.
An immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense. Just go full Princess Bride! I haven't even thought of that reference in a long time.
The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself.
It's over. It's all over. Inspector Briaden, you said there was something you would tell me when all was through. I imagine you have no words for me now.
Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I found something. Someone with whom I intend to never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I will be there. What say you?
The dramatic response that we're not allowed to hear.
Miss Ellie, while the crime perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Uldar was built on lies. Seeing what I've been seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history, but know this. I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Ahem! Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me!
No, honestly, that's just Godbert's normal uniform. He is normally less clothed like that.
If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Green's presence for a matter of far greater importance. Aye, the time of our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? Ah, but mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Could it be? The treaty blade, and the true one at that. None other. And I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend?
Thaw be merciful! What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent?
Abomination! I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, but 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enquiry were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was.
Yeah, that's what I remember from the sprites I looked up a while back.
By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystal heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu.
And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic.
Green, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Aye, Enkidu and I shall await you at Amdapur Keep. Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu! To the skies! Two against one. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Green, to Amdapur.
This is a great development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. Hello, Scion here. but of course, I'd near forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Green, you are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade.
Is that you, Green? Pray forgive me. I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith. But in the meantime, may I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Green. Just go on ahead. I'll be along directly.
Battle in the Big Keep now accessible. For Heaven's Sword and Realm Reborn, it was definitely Dragoon. Heaven's Sword Dragoon is actually very fitting. Stormblood, I played as Ninja. And Shadowbringers, I played as Dark Knight. And for Endwalker, I'm planning to play Paladin.
At long last we meet again on the battlefield. I dare say Enquiry shall come to enjoy our tussles such much as I. You, however, might not find this one so enjoyable. Unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless! Ha!
Gotta get that guy away from the tank. Whee! Run to the tornado!
Fight on, Enkidu, my ever-faithful. Enkidu, are the bonds of our friendship so fragile? Me, run away! Ha, I was but seeking a more suitable spot.
Nope, that's going too fast.
Now we fight like men, and ladies who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, it is transmogrifying time!
Men who dress like ladies are obviously the cheerleaders. Healer.
To think that my full complement of arms would avail me not.
Yep, Final Fantasy fights are very flashy, especially when you turn on everyone's effects.
No more hijinks from Gilgamesh. You have my word. The treaty bay too I shall return, just as soon as I remember where I hid it. Anyway, I yield to your unparalleled puissance. Please spare my life. I beg of you.
Duty complete. I already have Enkidu.
Never, never again. This I do solemnly swear. Not! Ha! I lied! Again! You can take that fusty old blade for all I care. I thirst for true power, not say the strongest of swords shall suffice. Warrior of light, you have proven you a worthy opponent, but I warn you, treasure every moment with your weapon. For as sure as day follows night, the hour will come when I claim it as mine own. Till we meet again! What ho, Green! Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once and we shall deliver the coup de grace together!
No, we already defeated them.
The battle has already been won. That is triumphant news indeed. Clearly the lessons you have learned from me have not been for naught. And what's this you say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in the nearby wood? Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of Enquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again?
Everywhere. Green, what news of the Primal and the Treaty Blade? Well, I defeated them with my friends. Remarkable! I knew the Warrior Light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildibrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade.
Such design, such craftsmanship! At once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I found the inspiration for my next masterpiece.
Why the prisoners here? Reasons. Plot. Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasures of lost Sildee. To think that they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud. And just how did you come to know of these long-lost relics? There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our dear grandmother. It spoke of the 4 warriors of light, their 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. What I wouldn't have given it to see it. The ultimate achievement of the greatest mages this realm has ever known. And just what sort of incantation is this? The ring casts open the doors of justice. The wise man's whispers a verdict true. Azima's virtue shines out from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior of light would then hold forth a treaty blade and speak. Blade in hand, I swear unto you. The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens.
Over here, friends! Hildibrand, agent of Enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade, and a real one this time. I swear unto you.
Yes, just like that. I swear unto you, then...
My word, whatever is this odd tingling sensation?
Ridiculous! Hildibrand isn't some warrior of light. He's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his bare hands. Well, it did get stopped, so who's laughing now? It would seem the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. No! The light... Someone stop it! I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon!
Skyward ho!
Well, I dare say that proved them to be a most useful incantation indeed. And so the Knight of Justice as shown from the Treaty Blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. So the legend ended. I must say, I never expected it to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been much use to us after all. Inspector! Oh, Inspector! Wait for me! Those balls, Hildy. First you almost died at your poor mother's feet, and now you fly off to God knows where without even giving her a kiss goodbye.
Ho ho ho! It appears that a case of wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand, as had many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy! And when that day comes and you tire of your mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art.
So, in the end, the Sylvan incantation of legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but a gentleman of light? Well, the Treaty Blade is some 6 centuries old after all. Perhaps it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. The magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Belladia. It was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. You think I would see it with my own eyes? It's nothing short of a dream come true. Yep. Started with a man falling from the sky and ended with a man flying into the sky. He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case, and still he manages to make a girl's dream come true. A gentleman to the end, a bloody bastard.
What's this? A glint in the corner of my eye? A curious scent wafting in on the winds of the far-flung land? Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends. Forever longed one for succor. I, Hildibrand, shall be there. Till we meet again.
Hildibrand will return? That's all, folks.